how you doing? Good evening and happy Wednesday. Oh, you're singing as well, are you, mister? This is beautiful. I see my connection. I apologize, guys. My connection is not very strong at all here. We're down in Milford at the minute. This is a beautiful Milford Weir. Aunt B, how are you? Brenda, how are you? Aunt B, I got a little confused there. How you doing? But just listening to the beautiful sound of the weir, the water flowing down. Hopefully the sound's okay for you. I see my reception is not the best. I just wanted to show you probably one of the most photographic places actually around this area. I've just been watching the herons. There was two herons which were actually fighting here. I'll take it down this side now, just to show you this beautiful view down this side and the beautiful bridge. But I do apologise. I don't know whether my hey hello there. Hey. Oh, you wanted to say hello to Teddy. Oh, you wanted to say hello to Teddy. Don't get too close, Ted. Deanna, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Teddy's not too impressed with the swan, and I don't think the swan's too impressed with him either. Oh my God. He says, where's my food? Give up, you. Give up. This is absolutely fabulous. This is what's called Milford Weir. Teddy doesn't like the swan. Exactly. We'll move away. I'm just going to show you down. This is only a very, very quick broadcast, guys. I just wanted to show you this mill down here. Now, this mill, I'll tell you a little bit about the history when we actually get down to it. But just you can see, it looks like I'm doing well, but I had a rather stressful day with work. How are you doing? Deanna, I know that feeling. I've had a lot of those just recently as well. I really have. Today wasn't too bad. I was actually out on the road. I started early today, so I got back a bit earlier, hence I'm out and about now. Usually I'd still be working at this time, but yeah, I left the house at 6 o'clock this morning, like so. I thought, no, I'm not working till 5:30 today. I'm going to finish. I'm going to go for an early walk today. But come here, Teddy. During the nice weather, guys, this is absolutely. Hold on a second. I gotta do a little twirl. Teddy is getting me all knotted up here. But I was just trying to see if I can still see him. One of the actual herons went up in a tree to my right here. I was just having a check now. Teddy, bear with me a second, guys. Somebody is getting in knots here. Castle? No, it's not. It's actually a mill. And I'll tell you a little bit. It's good that you finished early. Relaxing walk is really good. Ah, Deanna, I know. I really need it. And tomorrow's not too bad. Brenda, it's 29 Celsius in Maryland. Oh my God, 29 Celsius. Our temperature's actually gone down significantly like the past couple of days. It's actually quite cool like now. In fact, it's very cool now. I'm still working, but came in for a few minutes of relaxing. Oh, that's wonderful. I appreciate that. Now, I don't know what they're actually doing, guys. This used to be covered all the way around. The trees used to be around it. They started clearing it up. Now, I don't know whether somebody's actually bought it or what's actually happening at the minute. Babe, Teddy, come down this way. Wait a minute. But there's a beautiful view looking back from this area here. Now, this would be very, very photographed, guys. I mean, so photographed, probably all the way. I wanted to just tell you a little bit, though. The mill at Milford was established in the 1790s and is one of the most extensive and celebrated in Ireland. Electricity was generated from Milford in 1891. Providing Carlow with the distinction of being the first inland town in Ireland and Britain to receive electric power. This idyllic setting features a woodland area containing an aquatic triangle rich in wildlife with diversity of plants. So basically, back in 1891, guys, we were the first people. Well, this This village or this town here in Ireland called Carlow was the first place in Ireland and Britain to receive electricity, and it was basically generated from this mill here called Milford. So there's a little bit of history back to 1891. But isn't that just beautiful? And then the beautiful bridge which you've got leading across. So what we're doing, you can see the bridge actually goes on for a fair way as well. Hello, the tone guy, how you doing? The bridge is quite substantial as well, as you can see. But just a beautiful, so relaxing area. Now in the decent where the water is so blue, yeah. And believe it or not, when we get some decent weather here, when it's nice and warm, there's so many people actually head down to this area, and basically they'll be swimming in here. Now there has been a number of people who have been killed in the past here, like the current, as you can see, the current can get very, very strong, and it does get very, very deep. And some people have actually been swept underneath, they've got trapped in the reeds and the weeds below, and basically found it and they basically drowned. That's happened to a few people in the past. There's lots of memorials around here. People don't realize the danger of actually swimming in water like this. The current is very, very strong, But yeah, it's a beautiful area. There's lots of fishing as well. You'd often see the fishing, trout fishing and salmon fishing around this area. Usually the guys would be waded out in the middle of the actual water there, and they'd be fishing away and trying to catch their dinner, I'd imagine. But as you can see, it's a beautiful spot, guys. So this would have been probably part of the actual mill in its day as well. Hey, Brenda, another Brenda in the house. That's two Brendas now. Now it becomes confusing. Not as though it takes a lot to confuse me anyway. But yeah, isn't that just beautiful, guys? Now we've got the ducks coming in as well. That was probably a little bit too going by, because I see my reception is not the best. So like I said, I do apologize on that. So yeah, that's the Milford Mill, built in the 1891, providing the first power in Ireland and Britain to basically have electrical power. And that all stemmed from that. Now I've actually put a drone over the top of that, and believe it or not, inside it is that demolished, like inside now there's actually trees and everything growing up from the house as well, guys. Whether we're in its way. Bye. But I was trying to spot Mr. Heron. Mr. Heron is not flew off, so he is around one of these trees. Oh my god, the house martins or the swallows are actually flying by as well. A beautiful spot, guys. Now we'll take you back up. Oh, there's people actually there at the moment. There you are. There's a duck going by again. I see my reception's gone back down to 4 again. Just where you need good reception, and it's just not happening for me, guys. What a beautiful day. Brenda, it's pretty cold though now. The sun it's great when that sun comes out. Look at this little man. He's trying to tie the lead. I got him on the lead because I didn't want him to disturb the ducks or the swans. Teddy, and this is a brand new lead which he's only just got today. And believe me, by probably the end of our walk, it will probably be in tatters as well. And he's tying me up now in a knot. That's just Teddy for you. That is just Teddy for you. And you see there's a lot of cars now starting to head by. It's coming to the end of our working day. My working day finished a little bit earlier today because I started very early today. I was up at 5 o'clock, and I left the house about 5:15 this morning. So I thought, well, I'm not working till 5:30. I'm actually finishing early and going for a nice walk down the river. Teddy says, "Come on, I know, let's walk." He says, "Come on, Dad, I don't like I don't, Brenda, exactly. Don't, two Brendas there. He don't like standing still. Storybook scenery. Anna, there's a lot of, bear with me a second. I need to do my little twirl again because Teddy decides to, he's following me around. Look, stay still, mister. Stop tying me up in knots. Anyway, I should go back to work. Thanks for sharing the beautiful view of your broadcast. It's always great to relax. Deanna, I appreciate you dropping in. I really do. This is only going to be a short broadcast. We will be heading off very shortly for our walk. I just thought, you see, the road is just the side. I just parked on the side of the road. I thought I'd just do a quick broadcast from here, and then we're going for our main walk very, very shortly, which is further along down the river. But yeah, I appreciate Deanna. I appreciate you always, as always. My bulldog hated standing still. At least Teddy doesn't bark while he's telling you to move. He sometimes does, Brenda. He sometimes does. It depends what mood. Look, he's just watching at the minute. He's taking everything in. But yeah, it's just a beautiful. Hey, Chad, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Thanks a million for dropping by. This is a place called Milford. Basically, this is Milford Weir here. Milford Weir here. That's a mouthful, if you like. And basically, she had no pet. Brenda, yeah. Teddy's not too bad. He does get a little bit agitated if I'm talking to people. So this is the mill here, guys, based back to 1891. And it was the first provider of electricity in Ireland and Britain. So there you go. The first people to have electricity basically came from this mill in this area. And it dates back to 1891. So just a general fact, and I was just saying earlier on, my God, I'm getting eaten alive. There's lots of these little midges around, and I was saying earlier on how I've put a drone over the top of there as well, look down into it and it's so dilapidated inside that there's actually trees growing inside it now. But they are doing a lot of work. They've cleared the grounds around it now because it weren't so open before. They took down a lot of trees which were basically surrounding it, and I don't know whether somebody's actually bought it. I know it was up for sale, so it looks like somebody's probably bought it now, and they're going to turn it into something. It'd be very, very interesting to see what it starts to happen there. Mr. Bathurst, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. But yeah, be very interesting to see what that's actually going to turn into. Yeah, good possibility, Michael. It's a good possibility. I mean, it is just literally a shell. It's dating back to the 1891. It was actually built, and as I was just saying, like it was this place around here was the first place in England, in Great Britain and Ireland to actually have electricity. The first provider of electricity was from here in 1891. But yeah, quite possibly somebody could quite easily, but it's got no roof on it. There is absolutely no roof on there at all. I know that from a fact of putting a drone over the top. Haps head office, yeah. Who knows? But isn't that just beautiful? We were just watching. There's a couple of herons around as well. They were actually fighting just now. But then you've got the swallow as well, which are up and down the river, just beautiful to see. It's that time of year when we're actually getting the. You probably can't hear it because I've got an earbud in, but the sound of the water flowing through up to still actually show you alongside it. Come here, Dad. Let's go and have a look. Right there. But yeah, if you get the likes of weddings and everything, you get a lot of weddings and a lot of confirmations and communions. Basically, they'd head down here, basically to get the pictures in the background. I did it with my niece. I took the photographs and everything for my niece when she got married. And this was one of the stops where we actually stopped off at. Thank you for that view. I can hear it. You can actually hear it. Can you wait till you get at the end here? You listen to the sound when you get to the end. Yeah. Do they have kayaking? There's a lot of kayaking. There's pleasure cruises, there's pleasure boats and everything which run from Carlow as well. but basically the boats and everything could come down the left of the actual weir. They wouldn't obviously get down the weir, but they do kayak down the actual river. And then the boats would actually follow up along this side here. Oh, sorry, my apologies. No, it's actually the canal basically runs the opposite side of the actual river. Oh, Teddy's now telling the ducks off. But yeah, there's a lot of kayaking on here, Chad. I don't know whether you've seen my broadcast from the weekend there, where there was a lot of activity. Yeah, you were actually on that as well, down in a place called Greg the Manor. This is still part of that river. This is a lot further on, like. This is like about 20, around about 20, 25 miles on from where we were at the weekend. This is still the River Barra. But isn't it just beautiful? Now, Mr. Heron, look at it, oh, they've gone. Give up, Teddy. Get telling them off. Give up. Wait. Wait. Heavenly do. Bestie's bestie. How you do? My reception is holding up. I tried to broadcast from here before and the reception was not strong enough. So, hopefully you can still see 25 miles. Show beautiful in this direction. He's out in this corner here. But yeah, a lot of people would actually come here, weddings, communions, and in it just a back, guys. It's just beautiful, guys. And just to actually sit here and listen to that water coming down the actual weirs, it's just after a day at work, then there you go. What can be any better? And like it's the left-hand side there. And for Heavenly, who's just joining, this is the first place to receive power here back in 1891. That's in the whole of Ireland, the whole of Britain as well. When you get a bit of decent weather, you just cannot move down there. I don't even come here. I come here either early or very, very late in the evening. If I wanted to take any pictures or anything like that, I'd be here early or late because this is just a mass of people swimming, especially over on the back here. In this part, right at the back, because it's so calm. This can get a little bit dangerous. There has been people who are killed in the past. My wife's current here is just dreadful too much. But just I really don't manage to get a few surprise. But what I'm going to do, guys, just for the last minute, I'm just going to here, and and let you enjoy the sound of the water as in the river. Which is it's lovely, beautiful view. Nice for the chat. Just give you the last look down, heading down the river. The most beautiful photographic there. So for the time being, guys, I will be back later on. I'm just going for a great evening. Have a great no matter where you are around the world, and we will.